Hey everybody, this is Steve Royal with A.O. Reed. I'm the construction manager and site superintendent here at the Union Bank building. And we're going to show you the work we've currently done and the work that's coming up this summer. Lower level of the parking lot, this 4-inch gas line here ties into the city connection. It goes all the way back into a closet. And we run this 4-inch line all the way from the lower parking garage all the way up to the 39th floor. And what we're going to show you now is the routing through the garage that takes us into the lower mechanical space. So this is our 2.5-inch gas line that runs all the way to the 39th floor. We're currently at the loading dock, which is street level. The mechanical space behind me, or in front of me, is where we transition from 4-inch to 2.5. There's boilers in this room and there's boilers upstairs. This goes back through an old 50-year-old paint room and through some dead spaces that we had to core our way into and cut indoors to access. Lower mechanical space, and everything in this room that you see that's either medium orange or dark orange or yellow is going to be removed in about 4 weeks. All of this system gets completely demolished, and the area right here where the yellow pumps are and the orange pumps are going to become 5 new boilers and 2 new pumps, which feed the heating system from ground level to level 20. So what you see here in the dark orange pipe is the high temp water that comes in from the city. It comes through here and it runs through the heat exchangers that are located on the other side of the room. And these heat exchangers convert it to heating hot water temperature. That is the system that is no longer operating from the city of LA. They've shut down all this dark orange system due to the new emission rules for the year. So all of this system goes away. The city is now disconnected. The building is no longer on the loop. So everything in this room is color coded. This is a pretty unique central plant. We don't often see it done this well, and this is a 50-year-old system, so it's pretty unique to see something this old. As you can see, these pumps are already ran their life. The heat exchangers over here are from 1968, and they have a couple of them that are no longer working. They've outlasted their expected lifespan. And everything that's blue in this room is chilled water. So what you're looking at here is one of the original heat exchangers from 1968. As you can see, this one's been down for quite a while. This one is fed by the city loop, which is no longer being used. The city shut it off. And these are all being removed. So this is the second floor. It's one of the many unoccupied spaces. As you can see, it's got radiant heating. That system's all going to remain. We are just feeding a new source of water to the radiant heating panels. And in the closets here, and this is typical for all 39 floors, our routing for the gas line to get from the parking garage where we started to the penthouse is in janitor's closets all the way up. So we ran 2.5-inch gas line. We cored every single floor. We fire stopped every single floor, and that was including occupied spaces.
Hello, my name is Mark Cummings. I am foreman up here at the Union Bank boiler replacement job. Just going over a little bit of the work we've been doing at the site here. I've been employed with A.O. Reed for about 20 years now, so I'm excited to hit this project hard and make it turn out. Gas line that we are running up through the building all the way to level 39. This was done in a process where we cored every floor coming down, so you get a chance to, if you look up, you'll see one of the cores. We did this in 2 evenings, coring pretty much everything all the way down. As soon as we were done coring, we started running the pipe from the bottom up. So the process was pretty straightforward. We just connect the pipe together and weld it out. Probably most of the time was setting up in here for protection. We had a smoke eater involved in the process. And just fit it up and make it look as good as we possibly can, which I think it turned out pretty nice. And then we had a insulation company come back and stop the penetrations. And we made sure we had the riser clamps all nice and tight and squared up, and that's kind of the process for these closets. 39 janitor closet, and this is where the pipe came all the way from the loading dock level up to here. So you can see we've already completed it coming up here and heading out into where we need it in the mechanical space. So this is another, around the corner here is another one of our, where it shows the gas line, how we ran it. We put it on some stands, made it look real nice on some stands. We had to core through a number of walls. So we avoided things like there's a shaft behind that wall. We avoided that. We found a nice spot for it to go through. So this is just a continuation of that 2.5-inch gas line. And I think that's it for this area right here.
Okay, so we're now up on level 39. This is the mechanical space for levels 21 to 39. This is where the heating hot water is going to come from. So similar to downstairs, everything that's orange and yellow will be taken out of service, demoed, put in the freight elevator, and taken downstairs. That includes these two 50-year-old heat exchangers over here. And what you're looking at on the floor is the location of the 5 new boilers, which there are some right behind me, which are pretty interesting. So these are the brand new Raypack design. We are the first one in California to get this model. We bought the first 10 of them, and this was a recommendation by Union Bank. They wanted to go with this brand new, state-of-the-art, hasn't been used yet. So this will be, they'll be the first building in town to have these. So we're actually pretty excited about that. What you're seeing behind us is some of the fabrication that will be the pump and the boiler headers, and in the blue is where the boilers are going to be placed. The heating hot water pumps are going to go where these yellow pumps are. These all get taken out. 2 new pumps get set there. We're going to reuse these VFDs with a couple new inside components to make them work. The boiler flues are going to come off the top, and they're going to head that direction and then poke out through the rooftop within the windscreens on the very, very top up on the roof. The biggest one that we've accomplished so far is getting the gas line from the lower level to the 39th floor. That involved a lot of night work, a lot of coring of the floors and working around occupied spaces, and welding on every single floor, not causing any disruption, no complaints, no damage to any existing rooms. And that went very smooth, so that was a big accomplishment for us. So the HVAC scope is to remove all the high temp system and install 10 boilers that run off a heating hot water system. That heating hot water system will feed through the existing radiant heaters. So we're doing some cross connection to the existing piping in the building.